The state of California, the Department of Rehabilitation, offers support for individuals who need work and may have some disabilities.
Staff Services Analyst and Employment, Ko Naing, joins us to discuss what he does at the Department of Rehabilitation.
Very important work. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here.
So how does somebody become part of the Department of Rehabilitation?
Well, someone have to have disabilities. Anyone with disabilities, they can apply for service with the California Department of Rehabilitation. So they have to have a documented disabilities.
Okay, so somebody may be in regional center or may not be in regional center?
It depends on case by case. Usually if they're high functioning, they could apply for services with the Department of Rehabilitation.
What are some of the disabilities?
Disabilities, it could be, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, physical disabilities, all kind of disabilities. And it could be even depression too.
Depression too?
Depression too, yes.
Which is, that's a
It's
good
high
one.
depression. Because most of our returning vets, they have the PTSD, so we assist them with final employment.
Interesting. Okay, so with the program itself, do you have to have that disability for a certain period of time before you're eligible for those services?
Yes, you have to have an ongoing disability, like your disability affect you from your daily life, daily function, from getting a job or doing basic daily activities. So the Department of Rehabilitation, we help them to gain independence and also get employed permanently. That's our main goal.
And do you have many success stories?
Yes, I have many success stories. I can tell you one of my success stories that about a year ago, I placed an individual that he was in a paraplegic, he was holding a wheelchair, and he have a limited hand movement. So he's currently successfully placed working for 211 LA County as a dispatcher. Oh, nice. So he's a customer service, so it's one of my good success story that I would share.
Wow. And so what about what about the ages? Any age?
Any age, yes, as long as they are, we serve youths too. Currently we are working with the high school youth. So for them to get ready, if they have some kind of disability, they come to our program. We send them to training programs and to school to get employed. So
this is a very emotional job. Do you
is.
get emotionally attached to any?
Yes, time to time, yes, get emotional. Depending on the client, we see they face numerous obstacles and their past background. We do have some emotional attachment to it.
What drew you to the Department of Rehab, working for them?
What drew me? Because I was working for a non-profit agency, ARS, back 4 years ago. Then I realized, this is the job that I want to do because it's really give me a passion. Because whenever I see an individual get employed, and it's give me a good feeling that I feel very motivated.
It is exciting to see that somebody else can succeed and you can be part of their success with them. How many people go through the Department of Rehab in the West Covina area at your office in a given month for services?
Given month, I can tell you we have the data for the whole of the state of California. Last year alone, we have served close to 95,000 individuals with disabilities. Wow. And 95,000, and then of them, 12,000 were looking for a job, and then we have placed close to 11,000. So that's pretty
So
good.
you don't deny anybody?
So we don't deny anyone with individual with disabilities. We welcome them to apply for services.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yep.
And also blind?
Yes, blind too. We had another separate department within our agency. So this is called blind field services. So they have their own services too that we help them get employed too.
Do they also have special services for the deaf as well?
Yes, the deaf too. The deaf services, special services, there's a counselor that are assigned to them to get the services that they need to success in employment.
And besides employment, what about residents?
Resident, yes, we also have another department within it. There is an independent living center. We work closely with them to get them independent living.
Ko Naing, thank you so much for sharing what you do with the Department of Rehabilitation. Really appreciate the work that you do, and I know people benefit tremendously from the opportunities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Thank you. And up next, we have a Berkeley student who is going to sing for us.
Yes, sing.
An amazing voice.
Vocalist Blythe Schulte
Schulte.
from the Berkeley School of Music, coming up next.